Welcome, everyone. Happy New Year. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the forecast for each life path number for the beginning of this new year, January 2025. Before we get into the forecast, this, of course, is a general reading. If you would like your own personal reading with your own personal numerology, please book some time with me. I would love to work with you. My information is in the description box below. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this big energy that we are kicking off 2025 with. Life path number 7, you all are working with such a beautiful energy to start this new year. Oh my goodness. You're working with the vibration of the 17-8. And so, which is interesting because you also have your own vibration in there of the 7, right? 17-8. But this brings about potentially good fortune, rewards, the opportunity for travel, assistance from someone, right? Or several people. This is a very fortunate vibration, and you could receive, again, some kind of assistance from others that maybe was expected, unexpected, and it could be in the form of money, gifts, opening the door for you in some way. That leads to more influence, more status in some way. Advancements, promotions are possible at this time. Great advancements when it comes to business, public affairs. They could all turn out to be very profitable. This could be a very profitable period for you, or the start of a period that could be very profitable for you. Also, you could find that, if there's some kind of intellectual achievement that you've been working towards, and now you've achieved it, you could see the rewards come in from that as well, and the accolades. So this is definitely a beautiful period to get recognized for your contributions, or to be able to receive that assistance that you might need in order to open the door for you to be able to receive that achievement later on. So I would say definitely be open to what presents at this time. And if there's, something that you need in order to accomplish what you're trying to achieve, this is the time to ask for it, because you are the star under this 17 vibration. And so you might find that all things land in your favor, especially when it comes to recognition. So it could be, something where you've been working at your job for a while, and the higher ups have noticed the great work that you're doing, and you get a promotion, right? Or you apply for a job and you know someone who can put in a good word for you. I don't know. And that might lead to something, right? Or, you open your business, and word of mouth, because of people who've worked with you in the past, spreads like wildfire, and now you've got all this support, and client base. So it can be really, really beautiful. Now, and it's a longer cycle because it's a month long. So a lot can happen there. And if you don't see like these big, grandiose things occur this month, just know that this could be the month where you're planting the seeds, where this will come to fruition as you move through the rest of 2025. So for this to be like the starter energy of the year is incredibly beautiful. So you could see this month that you are rewarded for your past efforts, from last year or from years from the past. It can feel very, very fulfilling, and it can feel very much like where these rewards are stemming from because you've put in the effort to get here. If travel is in the picture, this is a great time for travel. This is a time for, expanding your mind and your spirit, and just learning about other cultures, or, just immersing yourself in, an environment that's different from what you're used to. And that process can spark so much imagination, so much creativity, that, again, what you initiate this month could prove to be very profitable and very fulfilling in the future as well. So if you have the opportunity to travel, even if it's just to a new place within your hometown that you've never been to before, this is such a great month to do that. You could find that if you've been dealing with some kind of medical problem that's more chronic, you could find that you get some kind of a solution, or your health improves a little bit under this energy, or you're able to manage it better and you start to feel better under this vibration. That's always possible. Maintain a positive attitude with this vibration, and it will fuel your hope. It will fuel that buoyancy, right? That this energy can bring in, and it will open so many doors. So, if you're more cynical, this is the time to work on that and to, be a little bit more optimistic and, be a realist as well. Like, recognize the reality of the situation, but don't go too quick to cynicism. Don't go too quick to pessimism. Be open to see what presents and approach it with an open mind and an open heart. And it's just endless what this vibration could bring in a good way. The help that you potentially receive now could bring some kind of, again, new opportunity, stability for you to be able to get your footing, to be able to build what you want to build or create what you want to create. It could even be as simple as one of your friends knows someone and they set you up with someone on a blind date and it turns out to be the love of your life. And it's just, it's that kind of energy where the assistance that you receive now or the help that you get right now has the potential to be so life-changing. So this is not a time to isolate, to be the hermit, to try to do it on your own. This is the time to ask for the assistance that you need, because you will see so many doors open up for you that you couldn't have possibly had the time or the energy to open on your own. So, ask for the help that you need. And remain, try to stay positive, try to stay expectant, and you'll see positive things happen from that. It's like where we put our energy is what we see grow. So, if we're focused on the negative all the time, we're just going to see more negative. If we're focused on the positive, and it's not about, toxic positivity or spiritual bypassing, it's just that law of attraction. It's like where we put our energy is what we see bloom and blossom. And so, or die off, right? Like if we're constantly negative and constantly cynical, that's what we're going to invite more into our lives. And that's what we're going to see, right? We're going to find what we're looking for. So pay attention to your thought process, pay attention to, your mindset at this time. And if you don't like what you're getting, look to see where your focus is, and maybe shift your focus. And this energy can absolutely help you to do that. Can also bring in greater mental vitality and sort of open this channel to the unconscious to help you to solve any problems that you've been facing. And so tap into that intuitive nature that is such a part of the 7 and that creative, side of yourself. And you could see so much open up for you at this time. Also, this is a time where secrets could be revealed. So, some things that have been remained hidden or have been foggy, or you just didn't have the clarity, that clarity could come in now. And you could learn some things that are very unexpected, but that also sort of change your trajectory a little bit or change your mindset in some way. And it can kind of help you to make those changes that are necessary to move in a different direction if that's needed. So you can also find that, people are drawn to you under this energy, and you can be very persuasive. So be mindful of your words, be mindful of what you're putting out there, be mindful of sort of the advice that you're giving others, or, just again, it all kind of stems back to your mindset and your belief systems and your values, but just make sure that what you're putting out there feels good for you, because your words can have a really profound effect this month. And so you want to make sure what you're putting out there you're proud of. And the key here is to not let doubts creep in. I mean, they're going to creep in, but you don't have to listen to them, right? So be careful about letting the doubts take over, because a lot of good can happen this month, like a lot of really wonderful things. But if you let that doubt creep in, or that pessimism, or that negativity, it can really put a damper on things, and you can find yourself kind of feeling really depressed or pessimistic. So go beyond the superficial irritants, right? To the deeper sense of who you are. Tap into that inner idealist, that inner optimist, and you'll get so much out of this month, so much beauty out of this month. Now, your animal wisdom energy is pelican. And so there can be some kind of indecision here that you have to work through. There can be some kind of crossroads that you might find yourself at where you have to work through this. You have to figure out what's best for you in this moment, take action, and stand behind that. So there is this level of trust that you have to have in yourself, within yourself. You could find that there's a little bit of information overload. Remember, I said that secrets could be revealed this month, and it could be a little overwhelming. So take your time as you move through that information. You don't have to make a decision right this second. Take your time. Don't get overwhelmed by the choices before you. And when you do make the decision, whatever the decision might be, believe in that. Like, stand behind that. Trust yourself. Don't go against yourself. And you'll make the right decision for you in that moment. So overall, incredibly beautiful energy for January for you all sevens. Just don't get in your own way. Don't trip yourself up, because that's really the only thing that's going to keep you from, just really truly enjoying this month, is you getting in your head too much and sort of being your own worst enemy. So beautiful energy. I hope it's a great one. Take care, sevens. Bye for now.